I recently was listening to a TikTok with Brené Brown. I respect and love Brené Brown's message. I think she's fantastic with what she talks about in her research, with understanding of self, with her shame and everything. In this TikTok, she was talking about the importance of being able to qualify so you can better communicate with your partner. And during transitions, such as coming home from work or going to work, whatever mode you guys want to start this, what Brené was suggesting is that you would be aware enough of yourself to say, okay, for example, at the end of the day, I only have 20% to give this relationship tonight. Or I had a really bad day and the kids were running all around and work was just terrible. I only have 5%. The idea is when you qualify, when you tell your partner what you have, the partner who has more can sometimes help buffer that, can help say, you know what, you had a bad day, I'm going to do a little bit extra today. Because there's this whole idea, and it is a myth, that couples in marriage do 50-50, or in a romantic, intimate, committed relationship, that it's 50-50. This is not true. It just isn't. Some days you give 200%, some days you give 2%, because all of life is a balance and it goes up and down, right? So overall, the balance hopefully is you're both putting in effort. But on any single day, it's not that way. The person who had the worst day usually moves toward the person who had the better and is able to explain that. This little thing about qualifying with what the percentage you have is a really nice way to remind you that your partner cannot read your mind. They don't know what kind of day you had. And it's so easy to come home and just start venting or bitching to your partner. And why would you do that? When you do that, you actually make your partner's stress level go up. So if you have the self-awareness to say, man, I had a really bad day and I got to tell my partner about it tonight. But first, I have to make sure that I don't lash out at them or take it out on them. And I'm going to communicate how much effort I can do tonight. Like, what is my percentage? Where this can really lead into problems for couples is if one person is always low. If they're not taking breaks at work, or they're not able to set boundaries at work, or they're not able to take care of their own needs at work, so they get used at work all day, and then when they come home, they have absolutely nothing for their partner. This is a problem, and I don't care how self-aware you are. If you're constantly coming home and telling your partner, I have nothing, I have 20% or I have 5%, your partner's going to get really resentful about having to pick up the slack all the time. So yes, use this qualifier. I think it's a wonderful way to communicate your needs and how much effort you have, and maybe even help make you aware, wow, I'm only at 20% effort tonight. That means I've got to do what I can do to start feeling better. Maybe that's going out for a walk, maybe that's taking the kids to the park, maybe that's just taking a little 10 or 15-minute break to just meditate or whatever, so that you can tell your partner later, if I have this 15 minutes now, I think I can bounce back and I can put a lot more of my effort and energy into the relationship and help alleviate you so it's not all on you. Little tricks like this help couples, go through the ups and downs of marriage, because we don't have a lot of little things we can use. This is one of those, and it's extremely helpful.